Dokkan battle video, we have the other godly, incredible, ridiculously busted Dokkan Fest LR right here. So let's go ahead and Dokkan Awaken them to LR. And let's go ahead and test out and see how good they are without dupes. Now, going into these no dupe videos, I feel like LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the sort of Super Saiyan 4 units, is a little bit better. But I feel like that might not be the case, right? Because one huge advantage I think that really does matter about these LR gods right here is that they have prepared for battle. I mean, that really does matter because, again, I just feel like 99% of the time you're using this unit, you're running this character and like the LR Super Saiyan 4s and stuff like that. You're running them on like setups full of prepared for battle units. So it's like, if you are running then, you know, the best unit among all of them doesn't have prepared for battle, I think that could be a bit of an issue. Not necessarily for the LRs themselves, because they have good key mechanics, but just like overall, I think it could lead to sort of like issues on the team, right? So I don't know, I sort of want to see how they fare. The units are actually so similar, there's very little actually separating. You know, the Super Saiyan 4s and then this, you know, LR Super Saiyan Gods transforming into Super Saiyan Blue units. I think they're both brilliantly designed. Let's go ahead and test this unit out. Again, one thing about these LRs is they're by far and away the two best leaders in the game, and there's now even not really a lot of incentive to even run other teams. It's like, because on their leader skill, they're getting 200%, right? Like, if we're not running them on their own leader skill, we're getting way less stats. Like, it's just... It's crazy. So I do hope that any leaders that come out potentially have this sort of leader skill. Otherwise, these are the only two teams that are going to get ran, right? The LR Gods and then the LR Super Saiyan 4s. I forgot. Right. Yeah. Right, of course. Their intro, I forgot, like, going into it. All right, anyway. Horrible opening turn. I mean, this is how it always goes for me, a showcase. It's a brilliant turn right here. I love the Field of Orbs. Love everything we got going on. We're starting out on their new team, right? So remember that the LR Super Saiyan 4s, they're leading the new, like, Fusion Warrior team, which is all Fusion characters. Honestly, I think Goku and Vegeta's category is probably better, this Power Beyond Super Saiyan category, because it's basically, is it just everything after Super Saiyan 1? It's just like every Super Saiyan form past Super Saiyan 1 is what I think this is. Which, obviously means this is always going to be a relevant team, because every Super Saiyan 4, 3, 2, Blue, God, all these characters. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly is on here, like everything. So, this team is redonkulous. So that's the thing. Both of the new categories are actually exceptional teams people are going to want to run, because it's, you know, not shafted, small, niche bullshit categories, right? Alright, so we kind of got a terrible opening rotation right here. It's fine. We'll do a couple of runs with them. A lot of the, in base, like, you know, just in the Super Saiyan Gods, they're basically exactly like the LR Super Saiyan 4s. The units only really get different once they transform. Like, you know, Goku and Vegeta guard on their first turn. They're stacking on their 12 and 18 key super attacks. They're getting, what, an extra 2 key per type orb, right? So it's like, tech orbs are giving them, what, 4 key, I believe? They're getting 4 key per tech orb and then 3 key per like, normal, regular orb, right? So, like, that's going to be very helpful. They also do get crit per Rainbow Key Sphere obtained. They get an additional super at 20 key, and then they're also super effective against all types at 24 key. So, they do have a lot built into them to allow them to be very dominant. I love all of the good characters we want to run with them are on this rotation. I love that. Thank you. Oh! It's driving me nuts, man. It would be so... Dude, if you could, like, pick your opening rotations, oh my god, would that change these videos so much. Now remember, again, they're pretty much, like almost everything that they do is very, very similar to the LR Super Saiyan 4s, right? Like, they have very similar abilities in almost every single way. Their fusion, right, is just turn 4, just like LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. The one thing they have is maybe a superior link set, probably. I mean, because prepared for battle over shocking speed, I think is actually like a massive W for these units, right? Okay, so with VB, we have what? Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. Oh, and also Kamehameha, right? VB, I believe, does have Kamehameha. Yeah, he does. So Physical Vegeta Blue is still a really good unit, by the way. He'll obviously still work incredibly well on these teams as well. Because remember that the LR Gods, they're getting that extra 30% to Kamehameha characters, just the exact same way that the LR Super Saiyan 4s do, right? Again, I think that the units are... They're, like, balanced properly, right? In that they're so similar. Oh my god, dude, the gods look like they look so good. That looks so good. Okay, sure. Alright, so now we make it to turn 4, which means we can now transform into the Super Saiyan Blues right here, which we will go ahead and do. So if we go ahead and take a look at this friend, he is 55%. Links are basically all level 1, stuff like that. All right, let's go ahead and do this transformation into the Super Saiyan Blue. Alright, there we go. So now they're transformed into Super Saiyan Blue. Now they're getting 50% from their super attack effects, 12 key super attack effects. They massively raise attack and defense on the 18 key. That's, of course, 100%. They do have the same nullify the next enemy attack action as well. So when they do their 18 key, the very next attack the enemy does get nullified, which is definitely a cool effect. What else is there like that to really talk about? So one difference between Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and this unit is that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is super effective against all types at the start of turn, whereas the Blues have to get 16 key, which isn't really that tough with their good key mechanic from orbs, right? Now then they launch a guaranteed additional if their key is 20 or more. Remember, for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, it's just a 50% chance to additional. So it's like, you know, you could definitely make the case that if your key is good, if you got rainbow orb changers and stuff like that, like this Super Saiyan God is right here, you could make this unit look better easily than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I'm thinking. Plus, you know, remember, they have Prepare for Battle, whereas LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta does not. He's rocking Shocking Speed, which I think is an inferior link, right? Not as many, like, just traditional Saiyan characters have got it. All right, 5.92. They do also have a 30% chance to dodge. I'm not the craziest about just a 30% chance to dodge. I do think that they maybe could have gotten something better there. Maybe even give them a 50% chance to dodge. I think, you know, could have been absolutely fine, but, you know, it's hard to say for sure. I guess let's go ahead and transform with this one. Let's go ahead and have them get, like, one of these big super attacks in right here. And then after this, we'll go ahead and go to a different team. Their leader skills, so they're leading beyond Super Saiyan, again, which I think is probably, like, if you just go by category roster, that's got to be really high up. Like beyond Super Saiyan would, I think, probably be in my top 10 categories. Like, if I would do that video right now, beyond Super Saiyan would probably be in there. Like, the roster is really, really good, right? So you have that. And then they also lead Movie Hero. So Movie Hero now has their actual lead, which is good. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab this. That gets us an easy 24 key, right? So again, they're doing their 18 key, super effective against all types, and they have a guaranteed additional super coming in. They're at 200k defense, but remember, they're getting 100% from their 18 key and then 50% from their 12 key. So they're just so very ridiculous. Like, it is just absurd, like, how much these units are doing. They do also have their active skill Fusion, right, where they turn into Gogeta Blue. The enemy has to be below 50% HP, or you have to be below 50% HP, basically, to go ahead and shoot that out, right? This animation looks so... They did such a good job of this from the movie, by the way. Probably just instant death right there for Gogeta. No, you did live. So now we get the guaranteed additional. Still super effective against all types, by the way. Don't forget that. And now go ahead and eat this 4 million attack set right here. Goodbye, buddy. Yeah, that's... and then, yep, there's the, like, nullification ability that they've got. Absolutely busted. I love this unit. So good. So amazing. All right, now we're over here on the movie hero team. With the movie hero team, we'll definitely be able to see a lot of effectiveness from the Goku and Vegeta, right? This is good, right? Movie heroes needed a real leader, and finally they got it. So now the movie hero team becomes a legit team, and think of all the buffs that have been coming towards the movie hero team over the last year. Again, don't forget that Dragon Ball Super Superhero is coming within a few short months, so we're going to get a massive celebration with a lot of new movie hero characters, movie bosses characters. A lot of that stuff is going to happen, right? So it is important to think about the fact that like all these teams are just going to continue getting better and better and better. I do hope that after the celebration, that we continue to see these types of leader skills, by the way, because again, with Goku and Vegeta essentially giving 200% to the entire team, you know, any of these characters that are on, well, okay, excuse me, any characters that are on the Kamehameha team, as well as Beyond Super Saiyan and Movie Hero, they're getting the 200% buff leader skill, right? So what incentive do you have to even run other teams? You don't. Why would you run a different team than these two right now? The best units in the game, and far and away the best leader skills in the game, right? So I do hope that they continue to sort of create these types of leader skills after the celebration, because if they do, then we're going to continue to get like really good units and like teams that we can actually run, right? We'll see though. Well, I mean, we're going to see how everything is going to sort of pan out, right? Alright, so on this next turn, we'll be able to transform into Super Saiyan Blue. We'll take this Vegeta out. I guess let's go into, like, the Legendary Goku event. These characters, you know, we really can't even spread their wings, right? Like, in these Dokkan events. Like, we're just not really even able to crack the surface. I do want to get the active skill and show Gogeta Blue, of course. And just, you know, show how powerful the Super Saiyan Blues can be. But even at 55%... these characters feel like they're damn near the best units in the game. Like, I mean, they're strong, right? It's obvious. Okay, very good. Now I brought like Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku to, you know, sort of do some orb changing for us, but I guess he just doesn't want to today. It's fine. That's the only problem. Man, damn, like, dude, look at how crazy power creep has been. And that's just such an annoying thing for like Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku right here. And then like the LR Tech Gogeta. Like, I don't understand why they only have a 50% chance to create rainbow orbs. It doesn't make any sense. It's so stupid. Because it's like those two characters having rainbow orb changing directly helps and impacts this unit right here. So, I don't really understand why those characters have only got that 50% chance to rainbow orb change. Because again, these characters, both the LR Super Saiyan 4s and, you know, the gods right here, they really eat so hard off of rainbow orb changers. Because, you know, they're getting 3 key per type key sphere, and then it's 4 if it's their type advantage key sphere. And then they're also getting 7% chance to crit and dodge per rainbow key sphere. And then like the Super Saiyan 4s are getting crit and damage reduction per rainbow key sphere, right? Like all these orbs are very, very helpful for these units. So rainbow orb changes are great. So, you know, it is a shame that some of these aren't really the greatest. Or at least that they're not guaranteed, right? Alright, so, let's get a couple of more rotations, and let's, you know, sort of see a little bit more from the, gods right here. But obviously they're ridiculously powerful, right? Sort of like the pros and cons of this unit versus, like, the LR Super Saiyan 4s, right? It's like, so when they go to blue versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because they are exactly the same before they transform, right? Like, there's actually nothing that separates these two. Like they do all the same stuff. I feel like you could probably actually say that the gods are a bit better, just in, like, compared to the Super Saiyan 4s, because they have prepared for battle. I don't, like, warrior gods. What are the characters that have warrior? Let me pull up the warrior gods link actually real fast. Let's take a look at this, because I definitely would say Saiyan War will probably do you better than warrior gods, but let's see. Okay, so this is warrior gods right here. God Trunks, obviously no way. I'm not a fan of this unit. I think you suck. See, none of these characters are really that outstanding right now. The best thing we can hope for is that these two characters would get an easy A during this celebration. This God Goku is actually, like, this unit's best friend, right? Because we're activating, what is it, like five links or something like that, along with the Rainbow Orb changing. So it's like, if this guy got, like, an easy A, like, that would be outstanding for this unit. That would really help unlock their full potential. Because, it's like, again, you look at this link, and a lot of these characters are just aged or not very good at this point, right? So that's a little bit of, sort of a detriment or a downside, I guess you could say, is kind of the weakness right there that we would have, you know, for that link. Whereas the Super Saiyan 4s have got Saiyan Roar, which, you know, we've gotten a lot of really good Super Saiyan 4 characters recently, right? Like the EZA STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, EZA STR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, right? Those characters are ridiculously powerful. Especially working with the new LR right now. Whereas, again, I feel like a lot of the Realm of Gods characters are really not as crazy. And obviously, like, you know, the two UI Gokus, the LR UI Gokus, LR Evolution Blue Vegeta are very good, right? But I feel like a lot of the Realm of Gods Saiyans have lagged behind a little bit, right? Like, I'm not really too impressed with, like, you know, the LR Vegito Blues and Gogeta Blue and stuff like that, right? Those guys have definitely aged at this point. Alright, so on this turn, we can go ahead and do the active skill. We'll transform into Super Saiyan Blue again. This is a pretty good turn right here. We're gonna have, you know, a decent amount of links active. We've got support, and of course, we have plenty of orbs, because LR Kid Goku and Arale are a Rainbow Orb Changer. LR Kid Goku and Arale would actually be another really interesting unit to potentially get an easy A. Again, because they are a Rainbow Orb Changer, you know, we see just how ridiculously powerful Rainbow Orb changing is as a mechanic. Oh, we could use our active skill right here. Yeah, because Goku's below 50%. Why don't we just go ahead and bust this out? So let's go ahead and do this active skill. This is sick. I think I like the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta animation a little bit better, but let's watch this one again. Let's see. That does look incredible right there. That is amazing. Now, their active skill, which they could do, if you are below 50% HP, or if the enemy is below 50% HP and there's only one, then we can bust out their active skill right there, which, I mean, as you guys can see, is tremendously powerful. That active skill, not only does it do ultimate damage, but all attacks for the turn then become crits. So, again, it's very similar to what you'd see with the Int Kid Goku, where, you know, he is able to get that all crits for the turn ability. At the same time, he's able to use his active skill. But it's like the Super Saiyan Blues right here, and then the LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, they just get the crits just straight from their active skill itself. So all attacks on that turn becoming crits is, again, a very, very powerful mechanic that will allow these characters to look really, really good. Alright, so again, just very easily able to get like up to like 20 key. It's going to be very simple to get very, very high key numbers with this unit, especially if you have a Rainbow Orb Changer around. And then again, remember, you're getting dodge chance from the Rainbow Orbs, you're getting crit chance as well. Although most of the times they're already going to be super effective against all types when key is 16 or more. We get the additional if we hit 20 key, which we do. So it's like, you see how many times this unit attacks while being super effective against all types, right? The only thing I'll say is I definitely would say I like what Gogeta does with Rainbow Orbs better than this unit. So Gogeta, right, is getting crit and damage reduction, whereas the blues right here, they're getting crit and dodge chance. But the problem is that the dodge chance does not stack with the 30% chance to dodge that they already have, right? It's going to be two separate procs. So, like, you know, for me, let's say my Super Saiyan blues right here, you know, okay, yeah, this will be a perfect turn to test this out right here. So, actually, would we... Here, I'm actually gonna, let me fuse, okay, so on this turn, we'd get 3 rainbow orbs, right? So that would be a 21% chance to dodge. So we would have a 30% chance to dodge, a 21% chance to dodge, and then I guess this, they're not rainbowed yet, so they don't have any dodge from their passive, but I would give them 3 dodge. So it's like they'd have the 30% chance to dodge, that didn't work, 21% chance to dodge, that didn't work, 3% chance to dodge. It would be better if they all sort of added together, I think, but it's not the way it works. All right, let me go ahead and transform into Super Gogeta right here. Super Gogeta, of course, being a guaranteed Rainbow Orb changer, will be very good next to this unit.
GOKU でもベジータでもない。俺は貴様を倒すものだ。
Alright, so Super Gogeta is going to create some rainbow orbs, right? So we'll go ahead and be able to, you know, help out a lot. Oh, wow, this is perfect. Okay, so remember that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta does have the, like, the super attack counter, right? This is actually a perfect example of how you're supposed to utilize the, attack break or nullify enemy actions that we're able to have right here. So what that does is when Goku and Vegeta do their 18-key super attack, the very first enemy attack afterwards will be nullified. So we're actually going to nullify Super Saiyan 3 Goku's super attack right here. Another advantage of having either Super Gogeta fuse or STR Vegito fuse next to you, right? So you get the Scouter effect, and then you can take full advantage, sort of like a combo, right, of removing the enemy's super attack, and that's exactly what we're going to do right here, right? Because I think Super Saiyan 3 Goku should survive. It's just, the damage they're doing is crazy to me. Like, that's a 6 million attack stat, super effective against all types of the guaranteed additional super, and they're 55%. This is not a rainbow level 10 Link unit. This is 55% level 1 Links, what they're doing, by the way. As they're more impressive than, like, nearly every single unit in the game, even when every other unit in the game is rainbowed, right? Oh, it was not the... Okay, well, I guess I wasn't looking at it that close. Goku's first attack afterwards was just a physical, and then he did the super. But anyway, that is how you utilize their effect, right? Is you have them... like put them in front of like one of those super attacks, have them do their 18 key, and then they'll sort of nullify it right in that way. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think of the Super Saiyan Blues, Super Saiyan Gods. It's hard to say. Again, I'm leaning towards like the Super Saiyan 4s, you know, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta being like slightly better, but it's not, I don't know. These units are very well designed. And the differences between them, it's not like a landslide. I think they're close. I think, like, you know, which unit gets better partners and stuff like that. I think those types of things would matter a lot towards which character is better. They're like neck and neck for best unit in the game. Let's play this animation one more time, and then we'll go over their details. Alright, this is Infinite Power God Warriors, Super Saiyan God Goku and Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Their leader skill is Beyond Super Saiyan or Movie Hero, category key 3 and 170% of stats, and then they give an additional 30% of stats to characters that are on the Kamehameha category. Their 12-key super attack is the Fierce God Flame Dance, which stacks attack and defense and does colossal damage to the enemy. Their 18-key super attack is the Kamehameha and Big Bang attack, which stacks attack and defense and does mega colossal damage to the enemy. Their passive skill, double Super Saiyan God. So they have a little animation, right? Their very first appearance in battle. They also guard all attacks on their first appearance. Then they get 77% attack and defense, and then an additional 1 key per type key sphere for 7 turns from the start of turn. Then they get 120% attack and defense and an additional 1 key per type key sphere obtained. Then they get a 7% chance to crit per rainbow key sphere. Then they launch a guaranteed additional when their key is 20 or more. And then they're super effective against all types when their key is 24. So obviously ridiculously powerful. They're exactly the same as the Super Saiyan 4s right here when they're in God. The only difference, of course, being Link set. They have an active skill where they transform into Super Saiyan Blue. The only restriction is just turn 4, which is an incredible, amazing, fantastic restriction. Just turn 4, nothing else. Goated, goatly, the best, incredible. I love it. So good. Turn 4, nothing else. We stand that around here. Their Link set is Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Warrior Gods, Godly Power, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Very good Link set. I mean, they're skewered more towards the God side of things when a lot of the Super Saiyan Gods and Super Saiyan Blues are years old units that have aged out. But, you know, they still have Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, right? Like, you rock them with AGL, LR Gohan, Namek Goku, like all these types of characters, they'll be fine, right? 12 key multiplier, 160%. Again, there's only a small handful of characters that have that. 24 key multiplier is 200%. In terms of EZAs, let's see. There is the AGL Wrath Broly EZA, AGL Super Vegeto's EZA they would destroy. Those are the EZAs where I think that they would mainly be able to take down, right? Is those ones right there. Then they're on just a bajillion category teams. So they have their new category, which is, of course, Beyond Super Saiyan. This is looking like one of the best categories in the game to me, and one that will consistently stay relevant basically forever. So this is a category where, it's basically everything past Super Saiyan 1. I mean, I don't know exactly why. I guess, like, because it's kind of like Super Vegeta, right? Like what is it, grade 4? I guess they're saying that, like, you know, the GT, Goku and Vegeta are in Dragon Ball GT, right? I guess that does make sense, right? So, like, a Super Saiyan Goku from the fight against Perfect Cell would probably be on here, right? That type of stuff. Actually, is Bye Guys Goku on here? He is... I don't think he is. Okay, that's interesting. Because remember, Bye Guys Goku is an SR on JP. Doesn't look like he's on the Beyond Super Saiyan category. Not a big deal. Next team they're on, of course, is Movie Heroes. This is huge because now Movie Heroes has a legitimate leader, right? Finally, they've gotten their legitimate leader, which is really good. Then they're, of course, also on Realm of Gods. Realm of Gods did need it because Realm of Gods didn't get a lot of buffs after the 6th anniversary last year. So that's definitely good. Then they're also on the de facto, undisputed, undeniable, like, best team in the game, Pure Saiyans. Because dude, like, look at this. Like, that's it. Like, it's the best roster in the game. Then, of course, we have Join Forces, which is just so disgusting as well. They're also on the Fusion category team. You know, of course, both of these units. So Fusion is now a monstrosity because you have these two and this unit. Like, it's killer. It's a killer team now. Then, of course, we have Transformation Boost that this unit is a part of. That's good. Buffing the super side of things for Transformation Boost is very helpful. They're also over here on the Kamehameha team, which, of course, has both LRs. Kamehameha looking pretty good. Then they're down here on Final Trump Card. Final Trump Card just needs a new leader, but that would be looking pretty good at that point. They're also over here on, which one is this? Time Limit? Yeah, this is Time Limit right here, which is a pretty solid team as well. Then they're on this one right here. This is Super Vegeta's Mastered Evolution category is what this one is right here. So they'd definitely be looking pretty good there. And then finally, they are on the new Fused Fighters category, right? The Potara and Fusion sort of combo team. So let me know what you guys think of the Super Saiyan Gods. Obviously, they are very, very outstanding, right? Then on turn 4, remember you could do your transformation and transform into Super Saiyan Blues, where their super attacks change it, their passive changes, they get another active skill, but their links do not change. That is one thing you could say is good about both of these LRs, is their links don't change when they transform, which can be very helpful for team building for sure. So their 12-key super attack becomes Godly Blue Lightsaber, which greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and does colossal damage to the enemy. That, of course, is a 50% attack and offensive buff. Their 18-key super attack is the Kamehameha and Gallic Gun, which massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn. That's a 100% buff. They do mega colossal damage to the enemy, and then they nullify enemies' actions for 1 turn. So they nullify the next attack the enemy does after receiving that 18-key. Their passive skill, Super Saiyan Blue Transformation, gives them 177% attack and defense at the start of turn. They get 2 key per type key sphere obtained. They get a 7% chance to crit and a 7% chance to dodge per rainbow key sphere obtained. They're super effective against all types when key is 16 or more. They launch a guaranteed additional super, and then they have a medium chance, a 30% chance of critting when key is 20 or more. And then finally, they have a medium chance, a 30% chance of dodging. So that's where it's like you could kind of pick and choose what you like better, right? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is super effective against all types no matter what. He doesn't have a restriction on that. But his guaranteed additional is a 50% chance, right? Whereas this unit, if you get 20 key, you're always going to get that guaranteed additional super. And then finally, this unit has a 30% chance to dodge, right? Sort of instead of what Gogeta has, which is the 50% chance to counter enemy super attacks. So at that point, it just becomes a matter of which mechanic you like better. Right now, I'm leaning towards Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta slightly, but again, I do just want to really point out that Goku and Vegeta, the gods, having prepared for battle, I do think like that is big. That really is big and very helpful for them. And then, of course, their active skill is the Fusion, where they'll transform into Gogeta Blue. They do ultimate damage to the enemy, and all attacks become crits for that turn. And then it can be activated when HP is 50% or less when facing one enemy, or when your HP is 50% or less, right? So one enemy whose HP is 50% or less, or your HP is 50% or less. So there we go. There is the Super Saiyan Blues, an absolutely tremendously incredible unit. I think this is a really, really cool anniversary LR. I think Dokkan did a really good job with this. So let me know what you guys think of this LR. Let me know which one you guys like better, the Super Saiyan 4s or the Gods/Blues. Again, there's really only minor differences separating the two units. So it's like I could see arguments for either unit, right? Like, again, I probably like Gogeta slightly better, but I feel like you could very easily make the case that the Gods are better, right? It doesn't take a lot of arguments there. So let me know what you guys think, right, between the two of them. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.